One waiting. So I'm going to go for a little walk and talk, obviously. I jumped over there again on Pump Fun. And I threw a little bit at the token. You guys can find the token address in the comments. Let me think. What could we talk about today? I guess I'll start off with current events. So earlier today, I completed a dash, and at the end of the dash, I got one more order for the day, basically. And somebody saw me on the bike from across the street. And they were yelling, they were like, "Hey." I was like, "Sup?" And it was this chick, and she was like, "Yo, I got one of those too. Is that like the mine?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And it looked like she really wanted to interact. But that was like across the street. So I figure I'd like document this, I guess, right? So I was talking about my bike. I was talking about my old customized bike where I was able to bring that up to 55 miles per hour. And she's like, "What would I do if I customized it? Hey, can I get your number?" And like, she was just like, really, she wanted to talk to me pretty hard. And so I was like, sure. I gave her my number. And like, she brought her bike out of the house. And she's like, "Can you try it? I want to see somebody else try it." And so I rode her bike, and that was a bit of a risk, but I was right down the street. It was like a freaking mile away, So felt kind of safe about it. She said that she was from New York. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm from up like in that area." So anyways, after like towards the end of it all, I told her about my YouTube channel. I could tell that they didn't actually show any interest in the YouTube channel. I mean, I could see how many people are actually watching me. And told her it was like my views sort of lead Christian conservative, because like that's kind of been the underlying message, I guess. And she was like, "Wow, that's so cool. That's like kind of my thing." And obviously she didn't go to my YouTube channel. Obviously. So, because I mean, like, look, there's zero views right now. Earlier there was 6 views. My short video got 1,100 views. I made a video like 4 hours ago, I think, maybe even 5 hours ago, and it's got 1,100 views. It's just literally just reacting to a video about the earthquake in Peru. But anyways, so it was sort of strange. And then also my customer said that he was missing a sandwich. I was like, "Dude, ask for a refund." I don't even know if he was saying that like, I don't know if he was being legit. I don't know if that was actually real. But at the end of it, I was like, "Hey, I can't verify what's in the bag because it's sealed." So he says towards the end, he's like, "I'm going to reward you handsomely," or something like that, or reward you in a big way or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what this was about. It felt like kind of targeted. It feels like there's a bunch of people that have been just kind of like stalking me and just like surrounding me. They found my YouTube channel kind of shit. It's like really weird. And now all of the engagement stopped. So it feels like It feels like there was a gang watching me, and then they realized that I'm literally of no threat to them at the end of the day. I'm really actually just trying to get people into the center and make peace with each other. So they all left. That's why I don't have all the trolls and everything. What I did realize is what really gets the views is the short video. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to do short video form content of reactions, and that's going to get me more views than especially these live streams. First of all, it's going to get me more support than these live streams, and it's going to get me more support than the video game uploads with the play to earn kind of concept. You know, I thought the play to earn would be sort of like a genre. People would be like, yeah, I totally want to watch that because I'm into play to earn. No, not really. Doesn't seem as so. So basically I'm noticing based on, I'm noticing based on the amount of interaction that goes on, it feels like I was basically just stalked for a while, and then people stopped pursuing me. That's what it absolutely felt like to me. You know, I started doing these live streams again, like actually talking a lot in them, talking about the difference between being like righteous all the time and trying to crusade all over everything and actual God. And God is just truth. You spread the truth, people can be more aware, they can protect themselves. That's basically the whole notion behind it. It's education. All right. That's pretty much everything when it comes to religion. It's all about education. It's a story that helps you understand just the world around you. And from maybe a perspective you don't agree with. That's fine. You don't have to agree with it. But at least respect other people's beliefs when it comes to especially the Ten Commandments. They don't want to be killed. They don't want to be stolen from. These are simple things. These are easy things to wrap your head around. But so I went on to Pump Fun. I threw a little bit more on my token. And I talked about it earlier. I got the contract in the contract address in the actual comments. I jumped on before I went and streamed. I scheduled it like 10 minutes ahead of time. But you guys can go look at the health of the token. Like the creator account hasn't sold. So all you see is, you know, the creator actually bought a few times. I think it's like 3 transactions so far. But I'm still looking at these rug pulls, and it's just insane to see how many people will throw hundreds of dollars into the toilet for another dude to make $1,000. I looked at one of these wallets, one of these meme coin generating wallets. It was like the lowest amount that he profited from a coin on was $600. That was like the lowest. That's insane. So I figured I'd go for a little freedom walk right now while I actually feel okay. But it was interesting. Like, I went whiplash, by the way, on Pump Fun, because I saw that they are actually making changes. The slippage was customizable, the fees customizable. That's what I wanted to see. In fact, while I was complaining about Pump Fun, they had already launched that update. I just didn't even try it yet. So apparently they got ahead of it just before I made those videos about Pump Fun. So oops. But it's a little too late. You know, it doesn't take 3 years to come up with a feature like that. It doesn't take 3 years to give somebody access to reasonable fee prices. I don't want to be paying somebody 0.01 Sol every single time that I want to buy their token. It's like the thing needs to go 2x in order for me to even see any value held. And then chances are it's actually going to go under the original amount I put in. It's not worth it. So I'm glad that they actually made the change, but it was a little bit too late. Like, I made that video literally on the day that I had updated Pump Fun for, I'd already updated it, days before that. It was like, as soon as I was talking about Pump Fun, they went and made an update. So that was great, but I had already made, an effort to really give it a chance for like 3 straight weeks. So I had to make a video about it. I was like, are you kidding me? There's rug pull after rug pull after rug pull. So what I'm seeing is these meme coin creators, they're making $1,000 per coin. And that's not even in the fees. It's absolutely insane. I'm looking at their buys, I'm looking at their sales, and I'm noticing it's like they're making fees. They're making like $300 per token just for launching, and all they did was put $500 in at the start, and ooh, okay, the person has a lot of money in it, and then everybody buys into it. Are you guys idiots? Like, who the fuck is doing that? Why are you buying the token that they got $5,000 on already? They're waiting for like 50 people to get it, and they just rug it. Pretty much all these launches, you see the token bought by the developer, and then it gets sold almost like immediately. It's within like the first few minutes. But this plague that occurred on Pump Fun, it's just not going away. There's no way to get rid of it. But look at how drawn back I am in the algorithm now on these live streams. All because I talked about Pump Fun. That's how much control they have. Because I saw that happen to another person's channel. It was just, it was a perfectly sound video talking about the lawsuit, talking about how he wishes Pump Fun went back to its roots. You only had one person per wallet per token. Like, basically, you could only really, or at least that was the norm back in the day. They weren't layering and stacking wallets. Like, I got a stacked wallet on the Banking Mastery token. I got $3 in it on a different account. That's $3, dude. What am I gonna make $30 on it? It goes 10x. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make, at some point maybe I'll make $30 and I throw it into the next token. And that's the startup for the next token, and then it becomes healthier than the last. So the bear token is supposed to stay unhealthy. It's supposed to stay very volatile. The second coin in the lineup, less volatile, but a long hold, a long slow growth. The third token, that's going to be an interesting one. It's going to have a bit of a fun aspect. I'm going to switch back and forth from skill mastery to basically like stats based tokens. The way that the bear token will work, it's hard to explain. That's why I didn't explain it before. The way that the bear token will work is it'll affect your stats, and you have to have like that equipped in the game. So it'll boost certain types of stats, almost like you have different types of Pokemon. You have different types of strengths. You'll have, higher strength than intelligence or something. It'll be kind of like that. And so the bear token will be highly sought for, but that's how those tokens will work. And then I'll be putting some new ones out soon. As soon as I see success on that one, and that last one, then I'll watch another one. And it's part of a whole ecosystem. It's not just trash tokens. These are not tokens, like, I want to be holding on to them. I'm just a broke person. But if I see momentum and I can see like some kind of an income through it, then, you know, I'll be able to put even more into it. So that's pretty much it, you know. Besides that, I hope everyone is prepared for what's coming, because if an earthquake hits the United States, the problem is that nobody will know how to deal with it. They already don't know how to deal with hurricanes. A hurricane, yeah, it's pretty devastating, but they're already like basically prepared for that. They're already like, they know about it ahead of time. They all buy gas, but they're still not prepared enough. What happens when an earthquake hits? It's all of a sudden. You don't know when it's going to happen. Like, you could consider all of the signs to be there right now for a massive earthquake to happen. It wouldn't hit Florida so hard, but it's going to hit the rest of the country pretty hard, and they're all going to flock to Florida. Because, and especially if it happens during the winter, you know, you'll see caravans of people, American caravans, walking from the north, going south to where it's warm. That's just what I think if shit hits the fan. If shit don't have hit the fan, then it is what it is. The fact that the viewer count has dropped so suddenly on this live stream and the last, it really shows how many of you guys are like all part of a group. And it's kind of devastating. It's kind of sad. Because there's literal groups for watching YouTube streams. Like, everybody's got to be in the group with their buddies to go watch a stream. Is that how it works? Is that how trends are going? Is because your buddy got into the trend? It's not because it's like, you know, you're on a solo mission, you're on a device that like shows you the world and you can choose wherever you'd like to go. Instead, you're going to go follow your buddy, perhaps off a cliff. So that's what I'm seeing everywhere pretty much. The attention market, it's very interesting that they call meme coins an attention market. It's not. Like, the only way that meme coins would be an attention market is if they're controlled somehow. So if a token is bumped to the top because they're trying to control the attention towards that token, trying to offer attention to that token, then first of all, wouldn't that be illegal? They're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to be tweaking which coin gets shown. It's supposed to be based on actual stats. Second of all, it couldn't be if it wasn't that, because it's based on what people choose rather than what's being put in their face. So I can't believe that they're trying to call a pump fund an attention market. It's really not. You know, just because a coin is popped up to the front doesn't mean that that's going to get attention towards people, even if it's been pumped artificially. You know, the Ansem token, it's not really an attention grabber. But we're headed into a new time when money has new meaning, and I suggest everybody to get coinage. That's what we're likely going to be trading in the future. Like, literally $10 and change can make you a millionaire in the future if this happens. What I think is going to happen is the paper dollar bill will be thrown out. That will take a load out of the supply. Internet currency based, except for maybe USDT, maybe, you know, the coin market for now. Bank accounts, banks will fall apart. Nobody wants to participate in banks anymore. The savings bond market, not really a thing anymore. You have to know your money in order to be involved with that. And that's a dying trade. The thing that sparked the Great Depression in 1930 was that Great Britain, back in that day, known as Great Britain, they sold a bunch of American bonds. And that caused the big oil agent, the oil company, to like sell off a bunch of its stocks. And that cascaded into multiple other effects. We are in a way more complicated system with way more dominoes that can fall, in fact. It's complicated, but it's still interlocked. It still relies on good sentiment towards the market. If you see what's going on in Iran, it's getting crazy. You got bases being hit up. You got us going deeper in there. You got our soldiers losing lives. And you got the guy in charge over in Iran. He's already fled, apparently. He's not even in Iran. Who knows if that's a lie? But basically, Ace, whoever you are, send a comment. Are you finding me randomly, or are you like a follower? Say if you're a sub, just like type sub. So I'm curious on, yeah, I think these are just random people joining. I feel like the people that were following me all are part of like a group or something. It was so strange to have had a video taken of me earlier too. Very weird. Like everybody's got eyeballs on me, like creeping around, stalking around. So strange. But the fact that much of my audience is actually in a group, that's even creepier. Yeah, nobody's here to talk. Nobody's here to engage. There's got to be something to it. I got to decide what I'm going to plant in Farmtown still. I harvested my Phoenix chili, and then I'm like, I don't want to plant anything until I can guarantee what I'm going to be planting before I go plant it. But I got like 700 or 800 million gold. And I don't know, man. I'm just bored. I'm like bored. I'm like, wait, right now I have to wait all night to go to work tomorrow. In like 4 hours. And then after that, what am I going to do after work? I'm going to plant some plants. Not in Farmtown. I'm going to go plant some plants in the yard. And not in the yard, but in the plant beds. And that's about it. I feel like the world is just loaded with trolls and everybody's just obsessed with chaos. And you're going to get chaos. That's what you're all going to get. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to get that. It's unfortunate, but that's what everybody asked for. And that's what I was saying about mass surveillance. Everybody's being so fucking nosy, like digging into people's private information. Like, dude, you're going to get that too. Everybody's going to get that soon. Everything that you've done onto others is going to be done onto you. What's insane is I didn't do that kind of stuff. I didn't dig into people's private information and stuff. I didn't try to troll them and all that. So it's like God is paying me, like God is like testing me. God does bad things to you to test you if you didn't do anything to actually deserve it. So what am I being tested for? That helps me see the future. That helps me see that we are going into a time when a lot of people will encounter these kinds of issues and encounter these kinds of discomforts. That's what it's telling me. It's prepping me for that. So that's why I'm warning you guys. That's why I'm telling you guys to prepare. But as the scripture says, most people won't even follow. Most of the people on the planet will basically perish. if it's true what a Jehovah Witness says, like 144,000 people will survive it. Let's see. That's one in how many people? Look up exactly. Do the math real quick here. So 1.5 in every 10,000 people. So likely my entire audience won't even survive this. That's the odds. That's troublesome. Because I only have like 1,200 subscribers. It's like if it's for every 10,000 or 14,000 people or so, one person lives, one person survives what's coming, then that means my entire audience is probably not going to survive what's coming. You'd be lucky to have prepared and actually seen what I'm talking about and have been prepared for this. I don't think people understand what's coming. Because here's the thing. I've been through a hurricane. People are like half prepared for a hurricane because they know it's coming, but they're still not prepared enough. There's still chaos. And there's just enough chaos. It's not like crazy chaos. But what happens when something surprising happens, something unexpected happens? There was no warning, such as like the Venezuela earthquake, something like that hits America. Nobody's going to be ready. Everybody's going to be shocked. And it's going to be absolute chaos, even if infrastructure stays intact. That's what Brad's talking about on Full Spectrum Survival. That's the kind of stuff that he's been explaining, and that's what I've known for a long time, because I've dealt with these hurricanes. You know, even people are supposed to be stocking up on gas. Some people got their generators running. Most people are not. Most people are not prepared. But if we're doing it based on the Jehovah Witness, based on what they say, 144,000 will survive what's coming, if it's true, then that means 1 in every 14,000 people on the planet will survive this. That means like my entire audience won't survive. That's the likelihood of it. That's how low of a chance of survival through this coming cataclysm it will be. You know, somebody had said something tragic happened to them and they were like, God's not real. And I'm like, you know, what you guys need to understand is that if you didn't deserve something bad to happen to you, God is testing you. Bad things happen to people, yes, but God is testing you because there's something even crazier going on. Something crazier and more extreme is coming. You know, I've lost my car. I've lost most of my Pokemon collection. I've lost most of the people that I used to know. I lost old memories. I've lost so many things along the way. I've lost like 90% of the things that I ever had. I've lost. What is this? This is going to be a plane. But it's a bright plane. Wow, that's bright. Here. Can I even see it on the screen? Yeah, you guys can kind of see it. No, that's got blinking lights, but that was bright. That was really bright. So, I hope everybody's prepared. But chances are you're not going to be one of the prepared ones. Isn't that insane, though? 1,100 views on a short video about an earthquake in Peru. Just reacting to it. I'm going to get like maybe a maximum of 100 views after an hour of live streaming. Bro, fuck streaming. No waste of my time, man. Especially when I got to deal with trolls and everything, too. And I end up getting 8 likes on it at least. I get more likes on my short video than I get on my live stream. I put less effort into it, and it's just, I think it's all just about a narrative, really, at the end of the day. Where's my vape? Where did I put it? All right. So what should we talk about tonight? I finally got my YouTube to work where I can use it as a pop-up window. But I see everybody chasing a hype and a narrative rather than facts, logic. It's too bad. There's going to be a moment where people will have to have taken me seriously, and there will be a temple door basically that like closes. And if you don't get through that temple door, then just consider yourself to be on your own. See how much like the trolls have tried to divide us though, between party lines and everything, and it's like, if people only understood what the founding fathers wanted for us, they tried to make it possible so that both types of people can coexist. But that was an interesting interaction earlier. I figured I'd document it because just in case, man, who knows if there was something up with that. Like, she could have been having me ride the bike just to have me on camera, like riding the bike. And she might like go and like report it or something, or just like show it to somebody else and then it gets reported, or, you know, she acts like, oh, that person stole my bike. I don't know. It could have been something decent. It could have meant something legitimate. But I'm going to continue making little short videos, reacting to other videos, because damn, that's got some good retention. But I'm going to go, I think. And I also have a video to upload on Farmtown, collecting 1,000 Phoenix chili, because I got over 1,000 tiles now. I'm going to go and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to plant in Farmtown. Later, guys. Thank you for joining. Wish me luck. Go check me out on Pump Fun at Godfinger.